Dude, what's even more madness is the guys who get their tibia smashed open and femur and then get height increasing surgery.
That's crazy.
Did
we found that one guy was like 6'2" who did it?
Dude, I'm doing a podcast with him in 2 days.
What is it called? I got my knees done. Is that what he took his page down though, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he was off social media for a while, and I was actually gonna do a podcast with him last year, and then it didn't end up working out, and he's available and into the idea still. So
is he fully healed now?
He went from 6 foot to 6'6".
Jesus Christ. Look at the size of him. And this is him wheeling himself around. And he was a massive guy, too. Like, look at the size of his fucking arms.
Yeah, the guy is like a genetic freak for muscle, for sure. And
let's become taller. They're cranking their legs. This is nuts.
So basically, they go in and shove these rods into your legs, either in the tibia or the femur, or you can do both if you want to max out. And you can basically micro adjust, stretch it to create a separation between the bone, which then fills in with new bone over time. And
this is him 7 months after the lengthening process. I want to see what your legs look like, dude. Why you got sweatpants on? See what those little toothpicks look like.
Yeah, so this guy went from like
nuts.
I don't know what his original height was, but he's 6 feet now, and he was like, I think 5'6" or 5'7" when he started.
Wow, that's crazy.
So I have a lot of questions about: is your athleticism permanently fucked now?
Right.
Are you ever going to be able to squat again? You know, like,
right.
What's life like now? What was the surgery process? Rehabilitation?
Yeah, what are your mechanics? Like, you have to change.
You have to learn how to fucking do everything.
The distance between your shin, like your kneecap, and your foot, if that changes dramatically, like your whole timing is different. Right? You have a different leverage. Like, everything's different. What does it do to your hips?
Yeah.
You know, are you going to wear your hips out earlier? Like, your body's probably like has to compensate for these freakishly long shins now.
Yeah, and this guy too, he's a unique phenomenon even among the people doing this crazy surgery, because he got the full 6 inches, which is not necessarily typical, having both bones broken to do it, and then maxing it out at the weight he's at too. So he has to support the recovery on like I can imagine seemingly like 300 plus frame or something.
Jesus Christ.
It's like a lot of people who get it done are like 5'6", trying to become like 5.
They weigh 150.
Yeah. And it's like that, more.
Right.
It's still probably fucking insane, regardless.
It's insane.
Yeah. But
well, it's just, you're only stretching one bone, right?
Yeah, I have to.
Are they doing the tibia as well?
You pick.
So the tibia and the fibula, rather?
Yeah,
are they doing both of them?
Femur or tibia
or both?
Oh, you can do
femur?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I could be misspeaking, but I'm pretty sure it's one or the other.
Or both?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
He had both done, and he like maxed it out.
Jesus.
Yeah. So he's...
What is the recovery like?
Yeah, good question. So
this is this guy after how long?
It's a couple weeks after he's showing how he can jump, which is not much.
A couple weeks after he gets his surgery done?
No.
After he gets the bars pulled off?
It's like week by week, I think.
Jumping after height surgery. Oh, look how skinny his legs are. So he's pretty skinny. So this is him in the beginning. He's trying to do it. I would be terrified to do that.
See, my curiosity is, how athletic were they prior? And then what is their maximal, like, what's their max out point of recovery in contrast to their baseline? Because, you could show me a box jump that looks like you're somewhat functional. But
look at his legs. That's so crazy.
Yeah, so they, like, stick a rod in it and
how long is
micro.
The process?
I think, like, a year probably, or I don't know, months.
So for a year, you're walking around with these like iron shin plates.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts, dude.
Whew.
And
look at him getting all the bitches now.
Yeah.
Looking all sexy and tall. Now, there was one guy, Jamie, that you pulled up before who had it done, and they showed him doing some athletic drills, like cone drills and coordination drills, and he looked fucking great. He looked like a real athlete, even though he got it done. It didn't look like it was, unless he's just unbelievably athletic before and maintained a lot of it. I would like to know, like, did you have a decrease? Like, could you? I mean, you obviously look insane right now, but what did you used to be able to do?
Yeah, some of the stuff I'm curious about too is like how much of the content you see online is like sponsored versus actual like user content just reviewing their experience. Because you could see, like, for example, hair transplants, tons of people get sent like fully paid to go get a transplant done as long as they speak positively about it and whatever. So imagine a guy who's getting like specialized attention, which you would want if you're getting your fucking legs broken, and you're getting it covered or whatever. You just have to make sure you talk about it positively.
Right.
How much of that content is like legit versus, you know, somewhat manufactured.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
That's also one of those things where if you're a social media influencer, you probably want to appear like you're doing all the right things.
Yeah. You would never want to admit that you fucked yourself up for height increasing surgery.
I can't walk right. I'm in pain all the time.
Yeah.
I can't run anymore.
You'd become the case study for like why to not do it. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder like what kind of an effect that would have on your mechanics. I really do. I would imagine for martial arts, like you know where everything is. Like if I'm throwing a kick, I know exactly where my shin is going to land from the distance that I'm at.
Yeah.
Like I've got like this mind. My mind is coordinated for this short body. I know exactly how much distance I have to cover. If all of a sudden you add 6 inches to that, everything is weird,
dude.
Like,
even
timing.
even gaining a bit of muscle can throw off your depth perception of how strong. Like for example, when I was in high school, I played basketball, and I started working out in grade 11 and gained like 50 pounds in a year. And my 3-pointer that used to be just fucking money every time. I knew exactly how to shoot the ball. Like it was, you know, just second nature because you've been doing it for a decade or whatever. And then all of a sudden you add this extra force production that you're not accounting for. All of a sudden everything's thrown off.